morning, welcome back to Off the Hook Outdoors. I'm Ted, your host. Today we're going to head out on the lake, try to do some bass fishing. Yesterday I caught a 20-inch smallmouth to actually help me out on the Shane Flint tournament a little bit, and I got a 19-inch largemouth. So the water's about 72 degrees, 73, maybe today it'll be a little warmer. It was like pretty hot out yesterday. It was like 90 some degrees. So we're gonna go out today. We're gonna go after some smallmouth first thing, and then we'll see how we do. And if not, we're gonna start throwing frogs and going around all the weedy areas and trying to find some largemouth. So stay with us. I hope you enjoy the video. Alright everyone, well, we are going to go where I call the land of the giants. We're going to hit a point, that point that I usually fish, and then see how we do there. Maybe hit a couple more spots, and then we're going to try for some largemouth, I believe, today with some frogs, some other things that we're going to do here today. So sit back, relax, grab a drink, grab something to eat, and let's go fishing. Okay guys, so the wind is going from my right to my left and out. Yesterday it was blowing west, so it was blowing from my left to my right. So usually it's a better wind when it's blowing west. So we'll see what happens on this point this morning. If we don't get nothing here in the next half hour, then we'll probably switch it up. So alright guys, well, I got my first stick of the day, which is a nice size stick. It's about a 26-inch stick. Very nice. I'm gonna let him go. We'll be right back. Okay, I think we're getting a little tap here, guys. Yeah. It was a little tap. See if he comes back. Alright, well, we're gonna put this down, my Wacky rig. We're gonna put that down for a minute. We're gonna throw the top water, which is I'm gonna throw the Chopo. It's all black. So we're gonna see if they're hitting top water this morning. Alright guys, well, we didn't have any luck with the Chopo, the black Chopo, so what I have on is I have a silver chug bug. So we're going to throw that a few times and see what happens. Alright, so not having no luck on this point, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the wind and I'm going to drift down the shoreline and just cover water. So we're going to see if I can't find something on the way down, and we're going to work our way back into this shallow cove over here where there's a bunch of pads and weeds and stuff like that. So we'll try over there, but we're going to work our way down slowly. So we'll be right back. Okay, so I went back to the Chopo. I wanted to give you guys a little tip here. When you throw your top water out, you're like a whopper plopper or Chopo, you want to start your rod tip up high to get the bait started. And then as you're reeling it in, you want to bring your rod tip down to about here, to about head height. And what that does is that starts your bait out quicker because your line is laying on the water. And if you start reeling it in, you're about the first 3 or 4 feet, your bait won't work properly. So I found, and I'm throwing braid too, so I throw it out, I start it high, and it gets that bait moving, and then as I bring it in, I lower my rod tip to almost where I'm pointing at the bait. And that'll get your top prop, choppo, blopper plopper, all that stuff working right off the bat for you. So that's just something to try next time you're out on the water. All right guys, so up here we got some bait bubbling. So I'm just throwing into the bait, trying to get something to happen. But I haven't had anything so far down this cove. There's some bait bubbling right there. So yeah, there's a little bit of a bait ball out in front of me. That's the first bait that I've seen this morning, so. It's a good sign. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab my Senko and we're gonna throw that right in that bait ball. So if there's any fish under it, maybe we can catch one. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see if we can't throw this out into that bait ball. I don't know if that's the shad. Shad that are coming up out here or what. They're letting me get kind of close, so we're going to see what they are. Alright, there's one, guys. Oh, he just got off. So we just had a little bass. I'm just wrapped around my head. So there was a bass in this corner, but all the shad are moving around in here. They're little shad. They're not real big. They're about 2 or 3 inches. So, but yeah, that bass hit right out in front of me. And we'll see if there's any more in here. He hit real light though. I didn't set the hook real well either because it felt like a weed, and then I seen it moving a little bit, so I set it very lightly and he ended up getting off. He wasn't real big, but that's a start, guys, so maybe we'll see a little pattern here and try to get on some for you. Okay, well, you can see in front of me there is a bunch of weeds. We're in about 3 foot of water. Some areas there's 4, but there's a lot of tree trunks in here. So you got to be careful when you're navigating around back here. But it's too weedy for the any kind of top water. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to my frog. And it is a little bright out, so I'm going to use my sky blue with the white bottom frog just to throw around, see if I get any action. And if I do, then I'll fine tune it to different colors. But white or black is usually your 2 key colors, so we'll see. Stay with me. All right, there's a little bass. I was just off of a log. That was right off this little log here. Look how big that is. It's about a 6-inch bass right there, guys. Well, it's a start. Got him. So the skunk is off of the board. And that was just in this log. There's like tree trunks, like I said here. And he just come up and ate it right out of the tree trunk there. I'm trying to look for anything that's actually, you know, if there's something on the bed or something like that. But there's a hit right there. Small one. So we'll see. Stay with me. Hopefully we get a big one. Okay, so while I was in here, I just seen a monster bass, and then I thought it was another bass, and I rolled up on it, and it was a monster bowfin. It was about a 30-inch bowfin. So there's some fish back in here. I'm trying to like sort of sight fish for them. So we will see if if we can't get one of these big ones out of here. But yeah, I did see a nice big bass. It swam right past the boat. I couldn't throw at it because it went, you know, it swam away too quick. But the bowfin was right there, and I don't want that on my line. So, but there's a few little logs here that I'm trying to throw to, and see if I can't pull something out of these tree trunks that are here. You know, something that's hiding that I can't see. And then we'll throw the frogs again. The thing is with this Senko, I don't like it rigged weedless. Even though Joe from Parabellum, he did make me some weighted weedless Wacky style, so I may go to that when I'm a little deeper. But right here it's so shallow that I really don't need it. But it's a pain in the butt because you get weeds all over your bait. So, all right, we'll be right back, guys. There's one, guys. There's a nice one. All right, got him right off of the dock. Okay. See if I can't get him up and lipped. There we go. Let's show you this. Nice bass. There, and let him go. Awesome. All right, so they're in here somewhere. We're gonna flip these, just keep moving, covering water, guys. That's everything I'm gonna do today. Just keep moving. So. There's one, guys, another one, right off of this windy point. All the wind is blowing right into this dock, and that's where I'm gonna be throwing. This seems like a decent one. Yeah, he's nice. There we go. So there is another one off of this point. See if I can't get him out of here for you guys to look at. There's another one. Getting little hits right here, guys. Right off of this point. Right in these weeds. They're probably smaller fish. I did feel a tap. So, but yeah, I'm just going to be covering water. We're going to be heading into a bunch of tree stumps again down here. So I'm expecting to probably get something off of that area down there. So we'll see. Oh, I missed one, guys. Just missed one. It hit and it ran a little bit, but I think it was one of them small ones that that grabbed the end of the worm. So now we're starting to get some hits. So we're finding them. We just got to cover water and see where their big ones are at. But I'm expecting to catch something, I hope, down here by these logs. This is usually a pretty good area down here. So I don't see too many bait fish. I did see some bait fish over in that cove, but we'll see what happens. A bird just missed me. That would have been good luck, but a bird just went to the bathroom, just hit right in front of the boat. So I don't know if that's good luck or what. Stay with me, guys. All right, well, we're getting into that area where all the logs and stuff are. So we'll see what happens. Wind blowing us right down here. Actually a perfect little wind here. So we'll see what happens. A couple nice logs right here. I'm gonna try to flip them a little bit, and just right in front of the log right there. See if anything comes out of it. There's one, little one. Little baby. Right at the top of the lip. Okay, let's get after him. There's a really nice log right here. I wish I would have seen that earlier. There's a good one. Nice one. Really nice. Okay, get him up. See if I can't lip him. He's hooked pretty good in the top lip. All right, there we go, guys. He's hooked right in the top lip. Come out pretty easy. Here we go. Nice fish. All right, guys, so I caught that fish. I'm in the lily pads, but there's these islands of pads, and the wind's blowing into here. So what I'm doing is I'm throwing this on the outside of those pads. It doesn't seem like they want top water, but they're still taking the Senko Wacky style. So I'm just flipping these edges where the wind's blowing into. So stay with us. Oh, I missed one. Missed one, guys. And we're gonna throw right back in there, see if we can't get him. The wind's starting to go pretty good now. Oh, I missed him. All right, well, thank you for joining me today. We got a couple fish today. It's a little windy. I got a couple nice largemouth, not too many smallmouth. It's getting windy out now, so I'm going to head back in, eat some lunch. But I wanted to thank you again for joining me. And also, please go check out Fishoholic at www.fishoholic.com. Use my code OTHO for 20% off your order, and it's good till June 15th. It helps me out a little bit. And also check out FishAngler. I have an invite link in my description of this video. Go over to it. It's free, and you get to share your posts and meet up with new anglers and people to do what we do. So once again, like I always say, take a kid fishing or hunting. We want to preserve that sport and pass it on to future generations, and we will see ya.